What's up guys, it's Aaronitmar and welcome to week 2 of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate blog recap. So like I said last week, the amount of content that's going to be in these videos moving forward is going to be a lot less, simply because we had not only the reveal to cover in week 1, but also about a week and a half to 2 weeks worth of coverage to actually talk about. This week we only have about 4 days worth of content to discuss through the 24th to the 28th. So moving forward, they're going to be about this length, and you can kind of keep that in mind each week as we go through the different blogs. But let's go ahead, like I said, and jump into it. Now, the first post we had was on June 24th, and that was about Fighter 62 Corrin. Now, Corrin was a DLC fighter, obviously, and nothing really has changed much in regards to Corrin that I can tell. I'm sure there's very minor things that we'll see once we have more gameplay and we also have the game in our hands, but as far as I can tell, everything from Corrin in Smash 4 is basically the same for Corrin in Smash Ultimate. Obviously, we can play as both male and female variants of the fighter, and other than that, it just probably is an updated design, just very minorly. Obviously, they're going to look the same, but probably just little tweaks here and there. But yeah, Corrin seems to be mostly untouched. But now on to someone who isn't very untouched, and that is Fighter 31 Snake. Now, the little blurb for this blog post does say that Snake is back by popular demand, but I don't know how legitimate that is as far as him actually being back for the purposes of popular demand. Obviously, they included every character for everyone's love for every character that's been in Smash, but they're specifically saying this about Snake, so I'm not entirely sure how legitimate it is. It could just be flavor text to sort of spice up the little blurb underneath the blog post, but that is what they say. So he's back by popular demand. That's all we can go off of. It also briefly highlights his new Final Smash, which locks on to 5 different spots and will shoot 5 different missiles at opponents. Obviously, it's going to take some getting used to because we're all very much used to the grenade launcher if we played from Brawl. So we're all very used to the grenade launcher, so this is going to take a little to get used to. But it's also interesting that it doesn't really seem too intuitive. Maybe I just didn't get it from the gameplay, but even the player didn't really seem to really know how to use Snake's Final Smash because it just totally missed everything. But I don't know. I can't wait to get the game in my hand and figure it out because it looks awesome, and I'm really excited Snake is back. June 26th actually had 2 blog posts. The first highlighted Noisy Notebook, which is going to be a song available in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is interesting because this is actually from Snipper Clips, who so far we don't know has any representation other than the music. But I think it's really cool that more minor games are also getting some representation in Smash. I'm gonna leave a link to listen to the song down in the description so you can take a look, or I guess a listen. I didn't do that last time, and I noticed some people were like, I wanted to listen to it. I don't feel comfortable putting that in the video, so I'm just going to link to it down in the description. The second post for June 26th is a mini feature on Sukapon, who is from Joy Mecha Fight for the Famicom, a very, very old game, as an assist trophy. So Sukapon has detached hands and feet, which means that both his punches and his kicks during his assist trophy segment are going to be able to reach pretty decently in comparison to his whole body. He can also grab you and throw you, which is pretty interesting for an assist trophy, but obviously you can counter that by attacking him back, because now you can actually attack assist trophies. But really cool to see an old representative from Nintendo's days, you know, on the Famicom or the NES, getting into Smash. Even though he's not a fighter, he's a cool assist trophy, and I really like when Duck Hunt, for example, was brought over from the NES onto Smash. This is similar for Sukapon, although of course, like I said, he's not a fighter. But I really like when they're able to pull that off and bring old stuff into the modern era. June 27th had a double feature on 2 Pokemon, which are Solgaleo and Lunala. Solgaleo will charge back and forth across the screen and have like a beam of light surrounding him. And obviously, if you get hit by this, you're going to get knocked pretty far, especially considering it's a legendary Pokemon. So obviously you're going to want to avoid that. Meanwhile, with Lunala, like we saw during E3, Lunala launches a huge beam at the stage, and you obviously don't want to get hit by that either. It kind of reminds me of Lucario's old Final Smash, or I guess Deoxys' Pokeball item as well, except instead of happening at the very top of the screen, it's happening in the background and the beam is launching to the foreground. Whereas with Lucario and Deoxys, it was at the top and it was launching down and it was controllable. But yeah, that is Solgaleo and Lunala, 2 legendary Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon. not surprised that we're getting any kind of representation from that. Finally, on June 28th, we had a highlight on the King of the Jungle himself, the second fighter in Smash, Donkey Kong. While Donkey Kong does have a lot of animations updated, he seems to be pretty much the same. There's probably 10% of him that's been changed since Smash 4 over to Smash Ultimate. Obviously, excluding from that 10% is his Final Smash, which is a totally different Final Smash than we've had in both Brawl and Smash 4. Because before we had Donkey Konga, where he was playing the congas, and it was not really a good Final Smash in my opinion. I didn't really like it at all. It wasn't very intuitive in Brawl, and even when they added the sort of Guitar Hero meter for Smash 4, it still didn't really seem to do much as a Final Smash. So I'm really happy that they've updated him to have a better Final Smash. And that Final Smash is of course a flurry of punches, which apparently comes from Conga Beat according to the website. I think there's an argument to be made where when you hit the barrel at the end of Donkey Kong Country Returns, it could probably be similar to that where you're constantly hitting it. I think in Country Returns you would shake the Wiimote if you're playing that way. I'm not sure about Tropical Freeze on the Wii U or the Switch. It's probably just you smash a button. But at any rate, Donkey Kong is no stranger to flurries of punches, so that is now what his Final Smash is. And that, guys, is going to do it for this week's blog post recap. Like I said, it's going to be very short from here on out per week, but I do want to do this weekly. Daily would be really, really short. It would be like a minute long, like, discussion. And anything over a week would be too much, I think. So I think a week is the sweet spot. We make this a weekend series and it just works out. We cover what the week had previously. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And of what I talked about in this video, I'd love to know your thoughts on anything and everything that was discussed or posted on the blog. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.